Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. I'm Joe Vanourney. Spartacus, House of Ashur, the newest chapter in the Spartacus saga, debuts on Starz with a two-episode premiere on December 5th. Today, we're chatting with Graham McTavish. You know him from Outlander and House of the Dragon and my personal favorite, Creed. So many great things. He stars as Korris in Spartacus, House of Ashur. Graham, welcome to Cherry the Geek TV.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Set up the series and your character for people. Who is Korris? How does he fit into the story? And what are the things that drive and motivate him as the season progresses?
Well, Korris is an ex-gladiator who won his freedom in the arena. It's pretty much simply by killing many, many of his opponents. And now he runs his own ludus with Ashur. So he's what's called the doctori. So he helps train the gladiators. And they have a shared ambition for their ludus, which is to become the greatest ludus in the city. Now, to achieve that, all sorts of things have to happen. And a lot of them, there's a lot of drama, a lot of conflict, a lot of difficulty along the way. Korris is, he starts the season as a very kind of guarded individual, a man that's learned through bitter experience not to get too close to people because they have a tendency to die. That was the world that they lived in. You could be someone's friend one day and they could be dead the next. But as the show progresses, he opens up. He becomes more emotionally attached to some of the principal characters. He has a relationship in the show, which was a real plus for me, having never had the chance to portray that on screen before. And he's very loyal. He's quite black and white. But together with Asher, they form a great complementary team. They're not exactly friends, but they're friendly, and they have a shared ambition.
Um, in a series full of characters who are all about ambition and rising in society, the societal standing, and backstabbing and power struggles. As you
Yeah.
said, Chorus is more of a straight shooter, black and white. What's
Mm.
it like having this character, portraying this character in a world full of people who are the exact opposites?
Yeah, I mean, he's not the only one who is straight in terms of his behavior, and even Horace, is somebody that can be deceptive if it suits his purpose. But for him, he reminds me very much of, there are aspects of my father, not just in this character, but in Dougal and Dwalin, these sort of slightly dour, tough men who've grown up in a very, very harsh environment, and that shapes their behavior and shapes their relationships with others. But what becomes interesting is that changes over time. And so he opens himself up. He reveals vulnerabilities within him that give the show a real journey. Certainly in terms of my character, he's not just straight along the line, the same guy from beginning to end. There's a lot of changes, a lot of drama. He opens his heart to people, and sometimes that can bring quite grave consequences.
Chorus also has really cool hair. Talk about that.
Thank
Talk
you.
about that wig.
Thank you. It's a great wig. I've got to be honest. I've always not been a fan of wigs. I've had a couple in the past. Not been a great fan, but this was made specially for me, and I loved it. I didn't even know I was wearing it. Honestly, when they put it on, I could be wearing it now, and I wouldn't know. It was so real, and it just gave the character a different thing, and especially for me, in The Witcher, I look like this, in Outlander, this is what I look like, and it's nice to switch it up. Yeah.
Almost time to wrap up. I want to ask you really quickly about the physical training on the show. What was that process like?
Yeah.
What kind of walk me through that?
Intense. Yes. Well, I've done a few of these boot camps, and Hobbit, Outlander all had boot camps, but this was by far the toughest because they really did train you to be gladiators, and that's no easy thing. I mean, diet, the physical working out, the agility, all of this sort of stuff you had to train. And as you get older, but yeah, that was a very, very difficult thing to accomplish. But when you get to 63, there were moments where I was lying face down in the dirt and I was thinking, what on earth are you doing? Why, why are you putting yourself through this? But it was worth it. It was
It's all
absolutely
worth it. The show's called Spartacus House of Ashur. First two episodes premiere on Starz December 5th. Graham, this has been such a treat. Thank you so
fantastic.
much for chatting with us today on Jerry the Geek TV.